Hello everyone, I Shivani Sharma welcome you all again in the world of virtual learning. So in this video today I am going to discuss chapter 7 of class 8, that is conservation of plants and animals. So students, as you know, as you have learnt in class 7th even, that there is a diverse variety of plants and animals and microorganisms in the forest, right? So similarly there is a diverse variety of plants and animals and microorganisms in the deserts also. So what is this diverse variety called? Students, the diverse variety of plants and animals along with microorganisms living in a particular area is called biodiversity. मीन्स जब किसी प्लांट्स एनिमल्स या माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स की बहुत ज़्यादा डाइवर्स वैरायटी एक जगह पे पर्टिकुलर जगह पे पाई जाती है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड बायोडाइवर्सिटी. ओके, इन अदर वर्ड्स बायोडाइवर्सिटी डिनोट्स द richness of species in a particular area or habitat, we can say. Okay, so biodiversity of desert, grasslands and the rainforest, are very different from each other. So in this chapter we will learn about the causes of loss of biodiversity, consequences destroying the biodiversity, and steps being taken to conserve it. Okay, so as I told you, biodiversity includes a huge variety of plants and animals that live in a particular natural habitat and are mutually independent on each other. Every component of biodiversity, from microorganisms to huge animals like elephants, play an important role in nature. In other words, biodiversity maintains the environment around us. We are economically also dependent upon biodiversity. We get a variety of food items like cloth items, oils from the variety of plants. We get food like meat, egg, leather from the skin of dead animals, and milk from elements. So it's very important to conserve our biodiversity. What is conservation? To preserve something or to take care of something. Okay, so there are so many causes that affecting our biodiversity. So first, one of the main important cause of loss of biodiversity is the deforestation. You can see on the screen, even in the slide. What is deforestation? The clearing of forest and using the land for other purposes is called deforestation. जब हम लैंड को क्लियर करते हैं, ट्रीज को कट कर देते हैं और उस लैंड को किसी और पर्पस के लिए यूज़ करते हैं, so that is called deforestation. The various causes of deforestation are procuring land for cultivation. Cultivate करने के लिए जब हम land use करते हैं, building houses, factories, using wood as fuel and making furniture. So these are the natural causes of deforestation or the man-made uses. Causes that is made by man. Okay, natural causes हैं forest fire हो गया, drought हो गया. These are the causes of the deforestation. Overgrazing of animals like sheep, horses, dogs are also another cause of deforestation. Overgrazing not only destroys the grassland but also young trees of the forest, students. So there are various consequences of the deforestation, that is the harmful effects. First is the increase in temperature and the pollution level on the earth. जैसे जैसे ट्री कट होंगे, एज ट्रीज़ क्या टेम्परेचर मेंटेन करके रखते हैं, ठीक है ना, उसकी वजह से वाटर साइकिल क्या कहते हैं अपना चलता रहता है. एंड अगर ट्रीज़ ही नहीं होंगे तो इंक्रीज टेम्परेचर होगा, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एब्जॉर्ब नहीं होगी, पोल्यूशन लेवल इंक्रीज होगा अर्थ पे. ओके, इंक्रीज इन द लेवल ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इन द एटमॉस्फेयर लीड्स टू ग्लोबल वार्मिंग. मीन्स इट लीड्स टू द ग्लोबल वार्मिंग. कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लेवल जब इंक्रीज होता है एटमॉस्फेयर में, उससे क्या होता है, ग्लोबल वार्मिंग होती है. लोअर्स द ग्राउंड वाटर लेवल, डिस्टर्ब्स द बैलेंस इन नेचर, मीन्स वाटर साइकिल डिस्टर्ब हो जाएगा. डिक्रीज इन द रेनफॉल लीडिंग टू ड्रॉट कंडीशंस, सॉइल इरोजन, डिक्रीज इन द सॉइल फर्टिलिटी लीडिंग टू डिजर्टिफिकेशंस, मीन्स सॉइल इरोड हो जाएगी तो उससे क्या, डिजर्टिफिकेशन, लैंड जो है डिजर्ट्स में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगी बेटा, ठीक है. डिक्रीज इन द वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी ऑफ द सॉइल लीडिंग टू फ्लड्स, बिकॉज अगर सॉइल इरोजन हो जाएगी तो उससे क्या है, वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी क्या डिक्रीज़ हो जाएगी सॉइल की, उसी का फ्लड आएंगी, ग्राउंड वाटर लेवल डिक्रीज़ हो जाएगा. सो दीज आर द वेरियस कॉन्सिक्वेंसेज ऑफ द डिफॉरेस्टेशन. Students, so many other causes are also there for the that affects the biodiversity, that is illegal hunting, pollution, natural disasters. Okay, so now the question is, हाउ कैन वी कंजर्व. अगर किसी चीज़ का इफेक्ट हो रहे हैं, नुकसान हो रहा है, तो हमें उस चीज़ को सेव करना, राइट. सो हाउ कैन वी कंजर्व अवर वाइल्ड लाइफ एंड द फॉरेस्ट्स. So it's our responsibility to conserve forest and wildlife, to preserve biodiversity, to prevent the endangered animals from being extinct, to maintain ecological balance in nature. So some of the measures which can conserve forest and the wildlife are as follow. Like you can see here on the screen, even forest and wildlife can be preserved by setting up areas like biosphere reserves, wildlife sanctuaries and the national parks. So first is biosphere reserve. What are biosphere reserves? Biosphere reserves होते हैं बेटा large areas, protected land जिस पे conservation of biodiversity की जाती है, ठीक है, large areas of protected land for conservation of biodiversity and the traditional life of the tribal living there. Okay, there are 18 biosphere reserves in India. Some are well-known biosphere setups in our country are Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, Sundarban Biosphere Reserve, Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve. Okay, so a biosphere reserve may also contain protected area in it. बेटा ये protected area होता है जहाँ पे क्या कंजर्व की जाती है बायोडाइवर्सिटी, बट इसके अंदर भी क्या है छोटे छोटे एरियाज होते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल पंचमढ़ी बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व कंसिस्ट ऑफ वन नेशनल पार्क named Satpura and two wildlife sanctuaries named Bori and Panchmadi. Okay, next protected area is the national parks, the area reserved for wildlife where they can freely use the habitats and the natural resources. These areas are maintained by the government to preserve wildlife where other activities like grazing, cultivation of crops are not allowed. Only tourism is permitted. Okay, so there are about 102 national parks in India, like Kaziranga National Park, Gir National Park, Kanha National Park, Sariska National Park. Okay, so these national parks are for different animals, students. Next protected areas are the wildlife sanctuaries. These are the area where animals are protected from any kind of disturbance to them and their habitat. Okay, a wildlife sanctuary provides protection and suitable living condition even to the animals in their own natural habitat. It does not allow any human activity which disturbs the wild animals and habitats. Okay, in wildlife sanctuaries, activities like harvesting of timber, collection of minor forest products are not allowed. However, there is no interference with the well-being of the animals. Means वहाँ पे आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो, but animals के साथ कोई छेड़छाड़ नहीं कर सकते हो, ठीक है. They are also provide safe habitat for some animals of the threatened wildlife like black buck, elephant, golden cat, pink-headed duck, gharial, python, rhinoceros. Wildlife sanctuary students are different from the zoos because in wildlife sanctuaries animals live freely in their natural habitat, while in a zoo they kept in cages. Okay, they don't move freely here and there. Okay, there are 500 wildlife sanctuaries in India, students. Some are well-known sanctuaries are Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary, in which Siberian cranes are found, Chilka Lake Bird Sanctuary for birds, Sultanpur Lake Bird Sanctuary for birds. Okay, Bandipur Sanctuary for Indian elephants, Madhumalai Sanctuary in Tamil Nadu, that is for Indian elephants. So students, these are the protected areas in which the animals are protected and a natural environment are given to them. Okay.